Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, I am Geek Girl Claire, and today we're going to be reviewing some food, among other things. So yeah, I'll just update you on all the little things that have been happening to my life lately, and yeah, you'll see why I haven't been on YouTube for a little while. So, first things first, we're going to take a look at Martabak OK. So there's this place called Martabak OK. I don't know why they have OK at the end of the name of the restaurant, but it's a little like takeout place. And you place your order and it's pretty expensive for what it is, no lie. But what it is like meat-filled pancakes, if you can think of it like that. That's for the savory stuff. They also have sweet things as well. So a lot of people are really into the sweet stuff. So they get things like Nutella in between the pancakes. They get matcha cheese in between the pancakes, things like that. So here I ordered one of the savory ones, and I was asking, and I don't think I was asking the right questions, because I was like, so do you have meat inside these things? And they said, meat? Yeah, there's meat. And I said, well, is there like chicken or pork or something? And the lady said, no, we have beef inside there. Anything that says like mozzarella, cheese, and other things, you get beef inside there. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Sweet, I love beef. So I got a beef with mozzarella and sweet corn, Martabak Tulur mini. And so yeah, these are pancakes that have the filling in the middle. So yeah, and it takes about 15 minutes to make the food. So I was sitting there and waiting for my order, and yeah, I got this. This is the mini version of it. So instead of getting the large size, the maxi version, which is 12 pieces, I get 6 pieces in the mini version. And so yeah, the price differential is like, yeah, you save a little money when you get the 12 piece, but I wasn't sure about it, so I got the 6 piece, and then I don't think I want to eat a lot too, so I got the 6 piece, and that's probably just right for me, I hope. So yeah, we're going to take a look at it. And I wanted to get something savory instead of sweet, because like I always go for savory over sweet, so that's just me. So let's cut open the bag and let's see what's inside. So yeah, they package everything. Like all the orders come in a nice paper bag like this. And so I assume that you're supposed to kind of like hold this very gingerly and not let the contents kind of spill over. So that's what I did. And yeah, let's take a look inside. Inside you get a little basket with some sauces. So I don't know what these sauces are. I hope they're good. So I'll just put them right on the side right here. You get 2 forks and napkins. And yeah, I've always wanted to try this place, Martabak OK. It's on 18th and Washington Avenue in Philly. And so yeah, I've passed by the place so many times. I was always curious about it. I only thought that they sold sweet stuff, like dessert stuff. And I was like, how could they stay in business just selling dessert stuff? But yeah, there are plenty of dessert places in Philly that do just that. They just sell sweet stuff. And very few of them sell like sandwiches and things like that. But yeah, I think if you want to basically expand your horizons and try something different, something that you've perhaps never eaten before. Like maybe some of you know what Martabak is, but for me, I have no idea what Martabak is. I've never had this before, so pretty darn cool. So it's a South Asian cuisine kind of thing, Middle Eastern and South Asian cuisine. So I'm gonna open it up, let's see what's inside. Yeah. Ta-da! Whoa, this is 6 pieces. This is quite a bit of food right here. So it's got the corn on the top and mozzarella cheese on the top, and there you see like the cake-like product underneath it, and supposedly it's stuffed with beef. So here, I heard about these sauces, but I don't know what they're all about, and I don't know what they taste like. I assume that one is a spicy sauce, and one is your general sauce that you use with the Martabak. So we're going to take a look at both of them. We're going to take a smell test and see what they are like. Maybe even dip our finger in and try it, right? So yeah, let's see. Ah, it's kind of like vinegary or something. It's kind of sweet. That's like on the sweet side. There's a little bit of zest in it, so it's like, if it's spicy at all, it's like the tiniest bit spicy. And I know that some people are very sensitive to spices. Some people think that salt and pepper is a spice, and it is, but it's not like something that would knock your socks off, right? So here, I think this is going to knock your socks off, because the moment I opened the lid, I was like, oh, it's kind of spicy. Let's take this. Whoa! At first you have this, like, there's like this sweetness about it, and then suddenly you're hit, when you're swallowing it, you're hit with this fiery, like, feeling, and yeah, so it's sweet and spicy at the same time. Let's take another. Yeah, the moment you put this on your tongue, whoa! The moment you put this on your tongue, it's sweet, and then suddenly, as it goes down your tongue into your throat, it's like it coats your throat with spiciness. Yeah, so that might be good. So we're gonna try it. Yeah, we're gonna try all of it. Yes. So I know that maybe you've seen other videos on this Martabak OK, and then you arrived here, and that's okay, because like, yeah, those guys like checked out Martabak OK before me. That's okay. You can see my perspective on this. So I'm a Yelp Elite reviewer. I've been doing Yelp reviews for a good number of years, well over 10 years. I think it's my 14th or 15th or 16th year. It's like really high up there. So I'm like at the highest level of Yelp Elite reviewers. And so, yeah, I don't fool around with reviews. Like I tell things like it is, and actually I've been like put on like a mini probation a couple of times because my reviews were just a little bit too straightforward. Like I just told the truth a little too often, and then like the restaurant can complain against you then and say something nasty about you, and then suddenly you get like put on this mini probation period. Yeah, so just because you're a Yelp reviewer doesn't mean that like you get like carte blanche to say anything you want, because the restaurants could actually attack you too. So, and the thing is, I'm not attacking the restaurants, I'm just telling it like it is. I'm telling the truth. And for some odd reason, some restaurants just don't like the truth. So yeah, I've gotten some restaurants saying nasty things to me for giving them 2-star reviews, like, and even 3-star reviews. It's like kind of weird. Like everybody wants a 5-star review, and that's a shame. Like not everything is worth 5 stars, everybody. Like you know this to be true. Like you go out to a restaurant, you know that it might not be 5 stars. You might know that it's like a 3-star place, and it's okay, perfectly okay as a 3-star place. But some restaurants can't deal with the fact that they are just not mediocre. They're just like average. And there's nothing wrong with being average. Sometimes you want average food. But some places, they just want to always be littered with 5-star reviews, and that's just not right. Like that's just something ornery about that when you force reviewers to give you 5 stars all the time. So anyway, here is Martabak OK. Now the pancake savoriness, I don't get that feeling there because it's kind of crispy on the outside. It looks like it's layered, as you see here. So it's a crispy layer in the bottom, then the soft pancake part, and then you've got the meat, the beef, and then the soft pancake part, and then the crispy part again, and then the cheese and corn on top. The corn and the mozzarella are definitely needed. When you look on the menu, you'll see there's different combinations of ingredients that are toppings. So there's one that just has mozzarella cheese. There's one that just has sweet corn. And so you can get a combination of both. That's rather good. This is not what I was expecting, folks. Like I was expecting like soft pancake-like dough, but it's not soft. It's like there's like some softness, but it's crispy on the outside. I did do a little research on what a Martabak is. And it turns out that, yeah, they're kind of like the ones I've seen. They're on the thinner side, and they have a crispy coating. And maybe not as thick as these. But yeah, this is practically stuffed with meat on certain parts of it. And then it's a very thin layer of meat on other parts of it. So you see all the meat here, a very thin layer here. So it's kind of uneven. So I would say the initial bite, I was like, yeah, I'm okay with it. And then as I bite, like second or third bite, it's growing on me. It's pretty good. I'm gonna try some of this spicy sauce too. Just a little bit. That dab of spicy sauce didn't add the heat that I had when I was just dipping my finger in and just tasting the sauce. I think it complements it well, the spicy sauce. That's pretty good. I don't know how healthy this is, right? I think this is not very healthy because it's like pancake, fried pancake kind of thing. But, you know, I don't think you eat this stuff for health reasons. I think you eat it because it tastes good, right? So I would look at it from that perspective. Okay, this is a softer feeling piece right here. It's a lot softer. Oh, yeah. This is good. This is almost like an omelet. It's more soft than crispy. The other piece was crispier. This piece is softer. Let's try it with some of this spicy sauce. Yeah, look at this. Look at the inside here. A layer of meat, thin layer of meat. Thin pancakes, crispiness on the outside, a little crispy. Cheese and corn. And I think depending on how they make these, that's a large part of how these turn out too. If the pancake batter is kind of leaning over to one side, then you're going to have to cook that part a lot more. And if you then put the entire sheet of stuff through the cooking process, then you have to make sure, you have to account for the fact that everything has to be cooked evenly, but you can't get it to cook evenly sometimes because things are shifted over to one side. I can get down with this. Now it's really good. It's almost like I said, an omelet. It's very filling. And this is 6 pieces right here, and the price is $10.95. It's a great deal. You have to get this. You do. First, if you had the piece I had, you'll think it's a little too hard, too crispy. This next piece, perfect. Whatever sauce this is not masking anything. It's like enhancing the flavor. Very, very cool. Martabak OK. What should I give it? It's somewhere between 4 and 5 stars. Easily. Food is good. Fast service. You get your order in like 15 minutes. Well priced. And the care they take to package this is really good too. It's really nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. So one of the cool things that I got recently was something that I sold years back. It's a full frame Nikon camera, and I'll show it to you. It's this. I got it used. So I sold it. I sold it when I purchased it new. So I actually purchased the predecessor of this one. The predecessor called the Nikon D3S, which is full frame camera. It's one of those cameras that costs like the price of a car. And I used it for professional photography at one time because I aspired to be a professional photographer. And now, this thing costs like less than $800, and so that's like really, really cool. And so this is what a full frame camera is. Big, honkin' big camera like this. And yeah, the lenses for it are pretty sizable too. You can get these big lenses for it like this. That's not that big. And you can also get smaller lenses like this for close-up photography. Very cool. And yeah. Why is this superior to like your average Nikon camera? Your average Nikon camera is a DX camera versus an FX camera. So FX is full frame, DX is like half frame, half aspect ratio. So not aspect ratio, but it's just the size of the sensor. So this is a large sensor capturing as much of what you see through the viewfinder. So it's a glass viewfinder. You can look through it, you can see through it, you could like compose your image, and what you see exactly through the viewfinder is what you get in your picture. 100% like viewing image. That's what you get on your picture. Whereas most DX style cameras, you'll get like 94% of what the actual picture is going to look like. And that bugs a lot of people like myself who are ADHD, and we need to get a camera that shows what you see is what you get. And you don't get that with a DX camera. So pretty darn cool. And so I'm so glad that I bought this back after like not having it for like 12 years. Yeah, very, very cool. I kept all my lenses, as you see. So yeah, it's pretty cool that I was just like waiting for the right time to purchase this. Another thing that I purchased that's really cool, these little animals right here. So why would you purchase a bunch of little plastic figurines, you might ask? So here, let's take a look. There's a pink flamingo, cool. There's also a little dinosaur. Oop, that I got sauce on. Cool. So what would be the purpose of these things? Oh, a little rubber ducky, right? Cool. So why would I get something like this? Why on earth would I get these little animals like this? Because, guys, mini four-wheel drive cars have these little animals in them. And so you could use these animals right here. You can glue them right in place, and you can like interchange this animal here, this wolf, for this duck, and it'll be like the same size. Pretty darn cool. Now I know some races out there, some racing events, they'll ban you from using things like this, but there are enough people out there who use their own stickers, right? And these are like non-Tamiya stickers on their cars, such that, like, you know, if stickers are allowed, why not plastic animals, right? So it depends on your racing event. If you were to race at a Liberty Cup event, then yes, I would allow these animals right here. Why? Because I bought them myself and I would use them. So yeah, just ask your racing event coordinator if external things are allowed. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. But I think this is such a great value. This is like $9 on Amazon, and I'll put a link right here so you can see like how to get your own. It's like $9 for this entire package of animals, and you'll have a lot of great fun with this because there are all these different kinds of animals. Look, there's a bunny rabbit right here. So cool, so cute. And there is, do you like elephants? I love elephants. I love Ganesha. So here's an elephant. Yes, very, very cool. Even though there is an elephant racer car that Tamiya has, it's gray elephant. This is a blue elephant, pretty cool. There's also cats, dogs, hippopotamuses, different ones. I think that's a hippopotamus, but I'm not sure. Pretty darn cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool. $9 gets you a bag of animals. Very, very cool. So the next thing that I purchased, wow, look at this, another bag of this, the Tomai Ame rice candy. This is like the little boxes of rice candy, except they're in a bag, and you get more of them this way. And they're super fresh, so they're very soft. When you chew on them, it's not like chewing on a rock. It's like if you ever eat rice candy from those little boxes of rice candy and they are hard, that means they're old. So here we've got fresh supply of rice candy, and it's exactly the same thing. It must be made by the same company, everybody, because they look exactly the same as the other ones. Like it's the orange kind of like weird melon flavor, whatever the flavor is supposed to be. Or papaya, I'm not sure, but it's really good. And yeah, I love rice candy, so cool. And I went to the Nuts Factory in New York. I was there in New York on Tuesday, and let me tell you, I got the original viral Dubai chocolate bar, and it is sensational. I love it. My kids love it. It's so, so good. It beats the pants out of almost any Dubai chocolate bar out there. Like, why settle for the rest when you can go for the best, right? The original. And so I decided to get that chocolate bar, and I didn't want to get too many of them because I was like afraid that they would melt. So I got one, and I got to try pieces of it, and I was like, oh my God, this is so good. And my kids, I gave pieces. Luckily, like when I brought the whole thing home, it didn't melt, right? So I gave pieces to my kids, and they were like, one of them was like, this is the best Dubai chocolate bar I've ever had. I'm like, yes, it is, because it's the original, yes. Sometimes the original's not the best, right? But in this case, it is. Very, very cool. I also went to the Ganesha temple in New York. It's the Broome Street Ganesh Temple. So, so cool. Took a yoga class there. Yeah, with a model, with a Wilhelmina model. That's so cool. Like, why are Wilhelmina models teaching yoga? I don't know. But I took one with a model, and she was really, really good. And so she noticed that I was doing really well in the class. And so she was asking me about my background, and I said, well, I'm one of those crazy international yoga champions, right? So that's why I could do all of these poses well. And she said, oh yeah, the good thing about what you do is you actually listen to me in class, because a lot of people, they come into class and they don't listen to me at all and do any old thing, and it's great that you listen in class. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Pretty cool. So yeah, my day spent in New York City was all about like walking around and eating things. So it's like I got to eat so many different things. I got to eat little Greek pastries from the bakery room. That was pretty cool. On my way up to the Nuts Factory, I went to Le Ravage, which is a French restaurant, and I had beef bourguignon, which is basically a glorified, like, expensive beef stew, but it was so, so good. It was made with Pat LaFrida beef. Yes, Pat LaFrida, the wonderful, like, butcher, I guess, the meat supplier. If you've ever had a Pat LaFrida burger before, like burgers made with his meat, you know that they are top choice, superior quality, and through. And so Le Ravage, they got like some sort of award, 2-time award for best burger in New York City, because they put onion soup on top of their burger, something like that. And I didn't get the burger this time because I was like, wait, the beef bourguignon sounds much better than the burger. So I decided to get this price fix meal that included the beef bourguignon and lobster bisque as the starter and creme brulee for dessert. Very, very cool. For just $46. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not a lot, especially for New York. So cool. And then for dinner, what was for dinner? I went to Lobster Place in Chelsea Market, and I took a walk along the High Line, that overhead park. It's like train tracks that they repurposed to be a park. And so you're walking for like a couple of miles, I think it is, from uptown to downtown, and you end up in Chelsea, and that's where Chelsea Market is. And along the path, there's like trees and people walking around there, and benches you can rest, and you can see like all the apartments like above street level. Pretty cool. So Chelsea Market, that's where they have a lot of different shops, a lot of different little restaurants and stuff, a food court, and lobster places in there. So you can get supposedly the best lobster roll in New York City, if you think that New York City has good lobster rolls. No. But I don't know, I took a look at the lobster rolls and I'm like, this doesn't look like the type of lobster roll that I'd like, because it had too many things in it. Like, lobster rolls to me just have lobster and maybe warm butter or something like that, and that's it, right? But they decided to make it more like a lobster salad with some celery and stuff in there, and I was like, no, get all that crap out. And they had like too much mayonnaise in there and stuff, so I decided to get, there was like a sushi area, and they are well known for their sushi, especially their omakase meals. So I decided to get the Hokkaido bowl, and I've seen some rather pathetic looking Hokkaido bowls coming out of Lobster Market. People have taken pictures, and I've seen some really nice looking pictures as well, and I said to myself, if I eat here, maybe I'll get one of the better looking bowls. And I did. I ate there, and there's my bowl, and it looks so nice, so cool, and everything was delicious. It had salmon belly, it had salmon roe, the big round orange fish eggs, it had uni, which is sea urchin, it had squid. Yes, pretty darn cool. It was so good. Even the leaf that was in the bowl is a real leaf, a shiso leaf. And so at first I thought it was plastic. I was like picking it out, and it felt to me like kind of weird. Like I just couldn't believe that they used a real leaf, I suppose, because I've seen various takeout sushi places and they just use these stupid fake green leaves. And this was actually a real leaf that I threw out. I should have ate it. Somebody said, if you eat that, that tastes really good. And I'm like, I missed that experience because I just thought it was a fake leaf. So yeah, the Hokkaido bowl. And it was only $25 for all that stuff there. So it's like, that's a great value. Really great value. Yes. Oh, it also had sweet shrimp in there too. So that was very cool. Very cool. So yeah, Hokkaido bowl has everything for just $25. Great deal. I wanted live uni and live Hokkaido scallop, but they didn't have that, unfortunately. Apparently, me going on a Tuesday was bad, because if I went supposedly like near a weekend, like Thursday, Friday, I would be able to get sea urchin. So next time I'll go like right around weekend time and get sea urchin live. Yeah, what they do is they take a sea urchin shell and they crack it in half, and there you are. You've got 5 pieces of the wonderful starfish sea urchin, and you get to eat it live. Yes, very cool. And same thing with their Hokkaido scallop. They crack it open right in front of you, and you get to eat live Hokkaido scallop. Yes. So I think next time I'll aim for that at Chelsea Market. Very cool. So everybody, if you like this video, please slam the like button, subscribe to my channel, and you'll see more videos just like this one. Until next time, everybody, see you. Bye.